My subject is Haiti, the Black Republic, and I am here to speak to you on her character, her history, her importance, and her struggle from slavery to freedom and to statehood, and on the bearing of her example as a free and independent republic upon what may be the very destiny of the African race in this country and elsewhere. Her proximity alone should make us deeply interested in her welfare, her progress, and her possible destiny. Yet, we turn a cold shoulder if it is alleged that Haiti is more cordial to France than to the United States. It is partly because Haiti herself is French. Her language is French. Her manners and her fashion are French. Yet the deeper reason for the coolness between the countries is this: Haiti is black, and we have not yet forgiven Haiti for being black. Long after Haiti had shaken off the fetters of bondage, long after her freedom and independence had been recognized by other civilized nations, we continued to refuse to acknowledge and treated her outside the sisterhood of nations. Manifestly, this revolutionary spirit of Haiti is her curse, her crime, her greatest calamity, and the explanation for the limited condition of her civilization. It makes her an object of distress amongst her friends at home and abroad, and it reflects on the colored race everywhere. It is certain that while this evil spirit prevails, Haiti cannot rise very high on the scale of civilization. In its presence, commerce is interrupted, progress halts, streams go unbridged, cities go unlighted, streets go unpaved. Filth accumulates in her marketplaces, and disease and pestilence are invited to do their work of sorrow, pain, and death. Port-au-Prince should be one of the finest cities in the world, and there is no natural cause for her present condition. But while Haiti existed amongst us, her example was a sharp thorn in the side and a source of alarming terror. She came into the sisterhood of nations through blood. She was described at the time of her advent as the very hell of horrors. Even her name was pronounced with a shudder, and she was a startling and frightful surprise to slaveholders around the world. The great fact about her people is that they were Negro slaves and by force conquered their masters and made themselves free and independent. So by reason of their ancestral identity, the people of Haiti should be respected by the colored people more than all others. The Negro, like the Jew, cannot separate himself from his identity or race. Color does for one what religion does for the other. It makes them both distinct from the rest of mankind. But all this talk about us bettering ourselves by getting rid of the white man is a great mistake. It is about as idle for the black man to think about getting rid of the white man as it is for the white man to think about getting rid of the black man. These are just two races that cannot be excluded from any part of the globe, nor can they be excluded from each other. They tell us that Haiti is already doomed, that she is on the downgrade to barbarism. Worse still, they affirm that when the Negro is left to himself, he inevitably gravitates to barbarism. My reply to these dark and damning allegations will be sufficient but to make a general statement. In just vindication of Haiti, I can speak of her not only with words of admiration, but words of gratitude. The freedom that has come to the colored race the world over is largely due to the brave stand taken by the sons of Haiti. It was her one brave example that first gave the Christian world a sense of the Negro's manhood. Until Haiti spoke, no Christian nation had abolished slavery. Until Haiti spoke, the church was silent and the pulpit was dumb. But though she has been swept by the whirlwinds of lawless turbulence, though she has been shaken by the earthquakes of anarchy, and she has met the chilling blast of prejudice and hate from the outside world, I will not and I cannot believe that her star is to go out, but rather I believe that whatever may come of war or peace, Haiti will remain in the firmament of nations, And like the star of the north, she will shine and shine on forever. Long live Haiti. Long live Haiti.